What is good, everybody? Oh, thought I heard a car going behind me. Anyway, so this is my second take on this video. First try, my phone is the one recording right now. Very cool. And yeah, apparently if you're using your phone to record and somebody calls you, it will stop the recording. Who knew? I didn't until then. I got through the whole video just to find out I only got like 3 minutes of footage. Very cool. So yeah, I just kind of went home because I was kind of done after that. And yeah, today is the beautiful day after Christmas, and it is raining. Very sad. Yeah, I just wanted to come out and make a video, though. It's been a while being able to make videos, being able to just ride in general, so I figured, you know, what the hell. It's sprinkling a little. This kind of sucks. I mean, you can see all up on the bike, maybe. The water is trying to exist. But anyway, yeah. So, title of the video is obvious. 1 year of owning a leader bike. What are my thoughts? How do I feel about it? Would I do it again? Short answer, probably not. I don't know. It's been great. I love this bike. But there are times that I wish I would have just bought a 600. Reason being for all that is because these bikes are such beasts on the street. You're trying to, you know, just go for a chill ride. You can do that. You can just, you know, click up into, you know, 4th or 5th gear or whatever. And especially with how neutered this bike is in particular from the factory, your throttle isn't going to be going crazy on you. So it's not that bad. But when you're trying to operate the bike slow in low speed maneuvers, parking lots, all that stuff, it is way more tedious and annoying to do it on a big heavy leader bike like this compared to basically anything else. Skill issue to a degree, yes, I know. But it is, you know, just a fact of having a bigger bike like this. It's going to be a little bit more annoying to try to operate it. All right. So, reason number 2, just had to check my camera, make sure it was still recording. Reason number 2. So, insurance is very expensive on this bike. And it sucks spending, you know, almost $300 a month to insure it. That's a whole nother video, getting into just the insurance scam, but it sucks. And also the cost. I mean, obviously this bike is way more expensive than a 600 would be. Granted, this one in particular, I did get for $16,000, which is only $4,000 more than the ZX6R would have been. It was, you know, $4,000 off the $20,000 MSRP. So it's like, okay, I'll do it. But this is also my first super sport bike. Before this, I had a Ninja 650. So, yeah, quite a big jump from a Ninja 650 to a ZX10R. You know, just going to that leader bike. But, man, it's so cool. I love that. Yeah, I'd never owned a super sport before that. I rode a Gixxer 600. And that was fun. That was cool. It didn't go 200 miles an hour like everybody told me it would, which was crazy. But yeah, it was fun. And after riding that Gixxer, I was like, man, I really want one of these bikes. And this was almost 10 years ago. This was back in like 2017. So it's been a long time coming that I've been wanting to get one of these things. But insurance was just way too expensive then, especially. They were wanting like $1,000 a month, which I could not afford. And even if I could, that's stupid. But yeah, that's really all I don't like though about these leader bikes is they're just too big for the streets, for daily riding. It's just a little uncomfortable trying to operate them. But let's get into what I do like, because that's more important. Realistically, my complaints are very negligible. So, what I do like, oh boy, first off, it's just beautiful. I love this particular ZX-10R. I hate the new one. God, I'm not going to rant about that for another hour, but man, hate the new ZX-10R. But yeah, it's just beautiful. I just love how it looks. I mean, come on. Look at that face. How could you not love that face? But yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's fast. It's very fast. It could be faster. This one in particular, Kawasaki did neuter from the factory. The throttle is electronically controlled, and the mapping on it is so bad. If you crank the throttle, it will think about giving you power. Unless you're way up in the RPM range. Then you can get your full power, but nah, man. And it's fun. It handles really well. It's got cruise control, which is so nice. Riding out with other people and just popping on the cruise control on the freeway and just kind of sitting back with your hands off the bars, and they're just like, man, what? Like, sorry, bro. I mean, you could be crazy like one of my friends and use your foot to control your throttle, but he's a different beast. He's a beast of a rider. But anyway, as far as things that I would change about this bike, it really is just the tuning. I think from factory, Kawasaki needs to stop trying to neuter this bike. I think they just need to give you a one-to-one throttle mapping, and if people can't use the bike, if people can't ride it, that's their problem. Leader bikes aren't for everybody. And I know they're trying to kill off the 600cc class because everybody wants the leader bikes, but what you want and what you need are two very different things. And just because you want a leader bike doesn't mean you need a leader bike. So I think we need to go back to leader bikes being absolute animals from factory instead of having all the nanny assists going on. It's just frustrating. But I mean, overall, it's been a solid experience. I don't have any plans on getting rid of this bike. I would like to keep it potentially for the rest of my life. You know, as long as I can keep the thing running, I'd love to keep it. Partially because it is the 40th anniversary edition. So it is a little bit more special than just, you know, a standard ZX-10. But that's really just cosmetics. It doesn't gain anything out of that. But yeah, no, I've really liked this bike. I would recommend this bike to somebody who's getting into leader bikes. Just because, like I said, the throttle is so neutered from factory that this bike is incredibly forgiving. So, as much as it sucks that things like this exist, it is good for beginners, I guess. Not saying that this is a starter bike. Gonna make a whole nother video on starter bikes and whatnot, and why I honestly kind of hate the term starter bike, but, you know, whatever. But, yeah, anyway, this video has been kind of all over the place. And I'm also just trying not to stay out here too long, start pouring down rain on me. But, yeah, no, I mean, I've loved the ZX-10. It's been fantastic. The only other bike I think that I would really care to own. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. Maybe maybe one of these videos I'll do like a tier list on you know, the bikes that I absolutely want, bikes that, you know, are cool, and bikes that I would never touch with a 10-foot pole. Maybe we'll do a video on that. That sounds like a good idea. Don't steal that. I'm sure it's already been done a million times. But yeah, anyway, I don't really have much else to talk about. Moral of the story, I love this bike. It's so great. Kawasaki just killed it. They just killed it from factory. I just need to get a tune to bring this baby back to life, make her breathe, get the full potential out of her. But yeah, anyway, that's about it. So, goodbye, everybody.